two roads.
Alright guys, welcome to another video. Today I'll be going through my season 29 Apex Legends settings that I've been using so far. It's basically 4-1 linear with 3.0 per optics. It's a mixture of Ecstasy's GameSir G7 Pro's settings, and I have like Bubblegum's Apex settings, like its command or launch options. So I'll go through that as well. But yeah, let's get into it, guys. If you haven't already seen this video, make sure you go and watch it. It explains what shift layer is, how you can use it, and it might give you some ideas for yourself on how to actually use it. All right. So for the settings, guys, I've been using, as I said, 4-1 linear per optics 3.0. So it's 4-1 linear, no dead zone. All ALCs are on 0. Per optics are on 3.0. Alright. 3.1, 3.1, put these down here, I guess. But yeah, 3.0 the main per optics. Yeah. I've been frying with these settings, as you can see in the video. But I know that these are just the basics. You want the meat of the settings, which is the GameSir settings. So I'll hop into the GameSir Connect app, and I'll see you there. Alright guys, so we're starting off with the buttons. For my buttons, I use L5 for reloading, interacting, taking stuff off the ground. What I use it for is just to tab in and out of Apex, because I tab in and out a lot, so I just made a bind for that. I shoot with my R5 button. This is my jump and slide buttons, piles below. And again, if you have not watched my video for shift layer, I recommend that you go ahead and watch it so you understand what this is doing. Essentially, it's activating your shift layer while allowing you to ADS in game. Again, visit the link that I will put into the description for the shift layer video so you can understand better. Now guys, we're on to the left stick. Left stick is 0, 100, 0, 100. The curve adjustment is linear. Stick trajectory is going to be circular. The bit is going to be 8. Advanced mapping is just 50. Onto the right stick. Dead zone is 1.1. The max is 100. And then anti-dead zone 0, 100. The curve adjustment is the third curve, 45. Stick trajectory is going to be raw. Same 8-bit. Advanced mapping is going to be 50. Alright guys, so we're on to motion. For this is really from Ecstasy's settings video for his GameSir G7 Pro, the original one. This essentially, what he says is helping with centering with the controller because it's using gyro. Before this, he has it always on. The output is the right stick. Stick sensitivity is 100. Dead zone 90, 100. Anti-dead zone 0, 10. Curve adjustment is the second curve. at 100, all of these will be on, invert, and the sensitivity scale will be 100. So just to show you what this is doing in game real quick, just so you can see. So if I do this, as you can see, I'm just moving around my controller because it's locked to the vertical axis mainly. It's going up and down, right? Same thing if I ADS, it's in the ADS profile as well. But if you notice, if I just ADS, don't move the controller, you notice aim assist isn't active. But like if I slightly move the controller now, you can see that aim assist kicks in. To me, I think it's like RC filtering, to be honest. But it's like nothing automatic or anything aggressive, I guess. It's something that you manually have to do. So there's that. But that is what the motion setting, I think, is really used for. Alright guys, so we're on to the triggers. The left trigger is going to be for 100, 0, 100, linear, curve adjustment, and here trigger mode is off. I don't tend to use the mouse click buttons. I normally just make the software make it instant. I don't know, I don't like the mouse click. I should probably try to get used to them, but for now I don't like them. Not saying that they're bad. I just personally don't like the mouse click on my triggers, because I like the trigger pull feel, I guess. For the right trigger, it's like this for 100. Anti-dead zone is 97, 100. Curve adjustment is linear. Here trigger mode off. Right? So yeah. Well guys, we've gone through all the hipfire profile, basically the main profile settings. We're going to go into the shift layer, which is going to act as your ADS settings. So when you're ADS, this is what's going to be active. So everything from motion to trigger going down is going to be the same as the main profile. But in shift layer, as I stated in the video that I mentioned earlier, you can change the buttons and what they do, can do different things in the shift layer. So while holding the shift layer button, see now, instead of reloading or being able to interact with stuff, it is Z, which is my ultimate, based on the keyboard bind. I think this is what I'd use if, like, for instance, I'm playing Maggie or Octane or something like that. Persons that can hold their ultimate in their hands that you can't do in regular controller. So yeah, you can do that as well. So that's mainly the only change in buttons. Sticks is similar. It's 0, 100, 0, 100, linear, adjustment curve, trajectory is circle, and the bit is 850 for the mapping. The right stick is 1, 100, anti-dead zone, 0, 100, linear, raw, stick trajectory, 8-bit, and this is 50 as well. So yeah. So guys, for the Steam launch options, the Steam launch options that I use are from Bubblegum's settings video. So I believe the FOV is 120
One upgrade at a time.
and the res is 1920 by 1440, I believe. But yeah, I'll paste the Steam launch options in the description below if you guys want to use that. Just to show you it here. The launch options. This is the launch options. So you just go to Apex, settings, properties, and then you just paste the launch options in here. You obviously have to restart the game for this to take effect. If you guys are interested in that. I tend to either play this or native, I guess. In here it will still say 110, but you'll actually be on 120 if you use the launch options. And also the resolution will be stretched out. But the FOV will be 120 and not 110. So yeah.
Frag out.
Alright guys, so after all of that, so if you don't want to just copy the settings and put them in individually by yourself, what I've tried to do is to make the profile available in the Discord. So all you got to do is go follow my Twitch, type exclamation Discord, you'll get the invitation to the Discord. I'll show you an example of how easy it will be to just grab a profile and set it up, whether it be a ADS profile or whether it be a hipfire profile. So this is going to be my test profile right here. So right here it's going to be a default profile, so it's switching over. So as you can see, it's a default profile, no buttons are set up, everything is default, it's at 1000 hertz, blah blah blah. So all you have to do once you join my Discord, you be in here, you just look for the section, like for example the different controllers will be here. This is the GameSir G7 Pro 8K Aim Labs profiles. As you can see here, the Apex 4-1 linear. If you click that, you'll see these. So as you can see, you see shift layer, and then you have main profile. So I'll show you how to go through this. You just double click or you copy the shift layer code. So once you copy that, you go back to your GameSir profile. This is going to be the main one. You hit the edit button and you just select paste from clipboard. And it will grab the code and it will paste it in the app. And then as you can see, this is going to be your shift layer. Remember, so we grab the shift layer one. So this is your main profile. What you're going to do, if you're not set up with the shift layer, you're just going to go in shift layer. And what you do from here, remember, this is already set up, but if it wasn't set up, you just hit copy from master profile. And then it would grab whatever profile you have selected here and then make it your shift layer. So that's how you'd set up your shift layer. Note, the only thing I believe that does not carry over is the motion. I don't think the motion carries over, so you'll still have to do that manually. I don't know why sometimes the motion doesn't carry over. But yeah. It carries over now, but just bear in mind, sometimes the motion settings does not carry over. Everything else carries over. As you can see, this is the default profile that I just copied and pasted the code in. Right? Now that you have the shift layer set up, what you do, you go back to the Discord, and then the main profile, you copy the main profile settings. After doing that, you go back to the app, and obviously you'd hit here, and then you would do the same thing, paste from the clipboard, and then the main profile, which is your hipfire, would now be available here. So if I go in, you can see hipfire settings is now set up. Simple as that. Alright, buttons, as you can see, it's different. The shift layer button is set up. All of the stuff are set up. As I said, motion might not be set up. You might have to do this manually if it doesn't carry over. But everything else should be there. Alright guys. So if you liked the video, obviously like it. Comment, subscribe. Get this video to 100 likes. And I'll probably do more copy and paste profiles in the Discord, because if you guys like that type of content, if you guys like the easy access for the profiles, I'll definitely try to make them for not only this controller, but probably for maybe the GameSir G7 Pro and any other controller that I might get in the future. But again guys, thanks for watching the video. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out.